Hello, welcome to iPad Monthly Edition 2. Super excited about this tutorial because this is one of the best lessons I've ever done, and I'm really proud and happy to share it with you. So we're going to look at a world building app that's called Topia. It's a fantastic world building. It's amazing visually. Let's take a look at it. So I'll jump in there. Here it is here. I can zoom in and out. I've got my world. Top right hand corner up here, I've got my little palette. So what I can actually do is I can raise. I might actually hold my finger down and actually make divots, and you can make ravines. I'm just going to go over that. You can zoom in so you can see what you're doing. We can also make mountain ranges and so forth. And this is really cool, and it's got the wow value with the kids. The kids love this. And you can actually do a range of different things. You can bring in animals, species. You can actually use this app, fantastic one for geography, looking at how species interact. Today, we're going to use it for creative writing. So I think this needs a really structured approach. And when I've done this successfully with kids before, I've really focused on the landscapes first. So get students to design and create their own landscape. So we might actually, what else could we do here? We could actually make this a grassier area by holding our finger down. You can see that's making it grassier. We've got some trees over here, which is pretty cool. We might actually work a little bit of a lake in there. You can see the trees disappear, but at least we've now got, we've got our trees, we've got a mountain range, and we've got a beautiful little area. And what I've found is by allowing the students to create their own landscapes, what that actually does is it gives them ownership and a little bit of buy-in when it comes to actually writing. And so all we actually have to do with this now, I might make it a little bit more interesting and actually have a little ravine going through the mountains there and actually have the lakes coming down, which is pretty good. And so what we're actually going to do here, that looks pretty cool with the trees and the little range through there. What we're going to do now is just take a quick screenshot. So once again, home, on, off together, quick screenshot. You can see it flashes. Make sure your students just use one. And we're actually going to start building a creative story around this. So this could be setting the scene. So I'm going to jump out of Topia and I'm going to jump in actually a mind map, Poplet. And the reason I'm using Poplet to plan this story is because I can include pictures. So first thing I'm going to do is just put a bit of text in this one and just say this is going to be my creative writing. And then what I'm going to do is just have a little branch off, make a little Poplet. I'm going to insert that image. So I'm going to say open library. Yes, always say okay. There's my image there in my camera roll. Press done. Make it a little bit bigger so that you can see. And what we allow our students to do then is to start to describe the landscape that you actually built. So in this one, it might be something like the pale blue lake. And I'm going to leave it up to you to kind of go through that. But you can see there that we can really work on some fantastic adjectives. We can really start to look at how we can describe these mountain ranges and the colors and what might be happening, allowing students to think about the sounds that maybe they could be hearing. And before you know it, you've got this wonderful kind of mind map of different scenarios that you can put together to create a really creative, imaginative piece of writing. So once again, it's using Poplet and it's looking at Topia. If I jump back into Topia, I would give you a little bit of a tip in regard to Topia that really focus on, keep them focused, keep it structured, look at landscapes first, and then introduce maybe one species that you might like to describe, for example, not a whole range of them. So you might bring actually the birds. So I'm going to select the birds, have my finger going across, and you can see that they're flying away, and you might build that into your story. It's just a really wonderful way of including amazing world building apps and amazing software and really inspiring our young students to create writing around these different things. So you could create actually quite a scary story around this, or you could create a little bit more of an adventure, a little bit like a Hobbit style narrative, but really leave it up to the kids. You know, let them create a world and let their imagination go and let them write about it. I think sometimes when we're in world building apps like Minecraft and also Topia, which is also excellent, We don't allow our students to communicate enough what they're actually building, why they're building it, and actually describe what they're building. So you can see here just a plethora of different animals and different landscapes that we could really be inspired to write some amazing pieces on. I've found that even the reluctant writers are also writing some beautiful pieces when they're using this fantastic app. So that's Paul Hamilton here, signing off.